Hey folks, it's Jay again. I had a few more issues to deal with. It'd be so nice if more people were able to see what's actually going on all around us on the other side. What's actually known as the second dimension. That it's what controls the beings there control this one, although right now there's not too much in control of anything. Okay, it's 3:36 p.m. Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. I had something hold me back to get out of this body, to get me home. This body is shot, ridden with lung disease, heart disease, yada yada yada, and but it won't quit, and nothing on the other side is getting me out of here like it should have been, like it should have. Before I go any further, because I'm stuck here for another couple weeks, Deanna's just opened the store back up, thespiritualfoundation.com, until December 20th of this year, 12/20/2020. That's when it'll be closed on that morning. Excuse me, I had to wait home my other half, so to speak, Lilly. She's free and out running around, and she has problems. I'm going to do another video after this, or audio video, whatever you want to call it, to describe something else that people need to understand more about. Some of you that I've cranked up, made stronger. We've been talking. You've been listening for a long time. Some of you for years. You understand what's going on. You can see it for yourself. You can feel it for yourself. Anyway, when you're with the other half of who you are as spirit, you have a completion that is just, you'll never find anything to compare it to. There is no match. That is your one perfect other to be with. And with Lilly and Arae source energy, Lilly came from the heart, the most powerful part of Lilith, and Arae, myself, I came from the heart, most powerful part of Aramelius, and Lilith and Aramelius were one huge part of clean source energy, source spirit energy that was incredibly powerful, made of fortitude, compassion, and love, more than anything else. And they, before Lilith and Aramelius settled down, then Lilly and I were pulled out of our perspective units. That being Lilith and Aramelius. Arae has turned out to be creation's biggest issue, other than the original first being male and female. It's what people call God. It's been dead for a few years now, both halves of it. It was simply the original first being. And it was freaking out over being alone, with that loneliness, just being alone, and you can understand that. Then it finally split itself into two parts, creating male and female. They were similar, but a little bit different, so it would have company, not just, clone parts of itself, little complete exact copies of itself. Instead, it would be company with some form of differentiation. Anyway, the last few 100,000 lives, not years, I've been taking Lilly and storing her. Just put her to sleep and then storing her inside a dimension that nothing else could get at, nothing else could reach. And that was done to protect her. But also the original first being male and female because of what they were. And I'm going to briefly cover who they are in the video right after this, and the fact that they literally were the original communists. The two halves of the original first being male and female. They didn't care any more about you than they're dead now. Like I said, I finished that May 23rd of 2013, and it started July 10th of 2012, about 10:20 p.m. in July, and I think it was 4 something, 2 something, I can't remember on right now, and May of 2013 when it was finished, when they were both dead. But they never, just like the CCP and the Chinese people, they never care. They don't care about them at all. Well, that's how they felt about you. They felt that you were a tool for them to use. People talk about the love of God, man. I've been around a long time. I was in religion when I was younger. I've never seen a love of God. What's going on with COVID-19? What's going on with epilepsy? What's going on with cancer? What's going on with all this wonderful stuff? How does, if you were in control and you have a nice, beautiful family, you love your children, how could you ever do something like that to them? Give them a disease or set them up to break their bones, die, watch everything around them suffer. You couldn't do that. So why in the hell would you think something else could? Anyway, I'm getting away from there, from what I wanted to talk about. Lilly was my way out. She was supposed to come get me out of here. And there's a place where I put her, no one else can get to her but me. Another piece of her that's always been out here waiting on me to come out of the body. In the very beginning, the original first being male and female, the male and female parts of the original first being wanted me to do things for him. I said, hell no, I'm not going to do a damn thing. And then I said, I want to see Lilly right away. And they said, well, we have, Lilly over here. And I said, well, if you want me to do anything at all to ever help you, I said, I'm going to see her now. And so anyway, I went to go see her. It was a beautiful piece of Lilly that had been out waiting for me. She was being held hostage at the M1 star cluster. M22, M23, that's where, in the heart of the Leo cluster, that's where they all stay now. But anyway, she's alpha female source. And the large, huge part of her I was protecting inside this dimension, inside myself actually. And I finally, with her, with the other, or the Lilly that had been here hanging around with me the longest time, it's just a part of her. She helped me, and I took my energy and I went through these dimensions, following a thread of the energy off of her. And we finally found her, opened up the cocoon I was storing her in, woke her up, and then we brought her out. And then she decided that she didn't want to let me out. She wanted to hang around and wait a while for something to happen, and then release me. And then, so that's her thought process. And I looked at her. I didn't even see that to be true. And I looked at her, I said, what is wrong with you? When we're in a body, we can't hardly at all function. We function maybe 1,000th of what we normally are. As far as knowledge and everything else, as far as power, it's not even anywhere near that. It's nothing. Maybe as much as a pebble, a grain of sand on a huge beach, like Daytona, Florida. So what her concept basically was, she told me now she was going to wait till the 24th of January next year, and then when their turmoil is the greatest and enough people have suffered enough, then she was going to release me so I would come out and literally save the day. How disgusting. I explained to her that when you really care about someone or something and there's something going on and you can prevent it, then you immediately go to prevent it. You stop it. I've never wanted anything to be about myself. All the money I've made, I've given to different people, saved animals, nothing. Everything belongs to other people. So anyway, I have other ways out of here, and I'm cashing in on one of them. It's going to take a couple of weeks for it to get settled in. So that's why, we've had people there's people that want to get spheres and stuff. It's Christmas, and a lot of people want to get some, but at least now they can. We can only sell spheres. Okay, no necklaces. It's no time. I'm sorry, but we have spheres for sale, and it has to be in the U.S. We can't ship outside of the country to Europe or anywhere like that. It has to be the United States. So we ship to Alaska, and we can ship to Hawaii, I'm pretty sure, without any problem, because we've done it many times. But it's just when it goes out of our country. So, there's something, it's a writ of something or other. I don't know, I can't speak the language. I don't understand all the details, except this is a valid situation on many planets, where when you've gotten to the point where your life just has no meaning anymore, and it's nothing but pain and suffering and has no value, then you can declare such and such, and then literally someone will come just destroy the body for you. So believe it or not, I put in for that. I understand how this can sound to many people that don't know me. How arrogant and disgusting and everything they would feel it is. I am different. Once I've gone into your head and moved things around in your brain, and I could be on the other side of the world, and you watch me do it, you all of a sudden, like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but this guy's not normal. Well, I'm not. I'm no better than nothing else. I'm no better than a stick in fertilizer. Okay? We're all equal. That is the new law. The second I'm out of this body, I start taking care of all that. I'm getting the animals out of their bodies. That's permanent. I'll be leaving some of the pets till last, but depending on how I have to leave this body, if I'm in a rage of anger, then it's you know, kind of anything's on the table. But this stuff with this communism is just going to stop. I'm going to destroy China. You know, you notice we don't have a Dan, I say we, Dan on our website, or me in a video. There's no donate here. There's no, you know, other stuff where, you know, people, you know, send you money to help you, which is awesome. I am not saying anything negative about that. I'm just saying that's not me or why I'm here. But this whole thing I'm bringing up is Lilly totally just fell apart on me. She just totally it's not so much wigging out. Part of her started really shaking apart, and but the biggest part of her was just arrogant as hell. I've never seen her like that. So anyway, when I get out, I'm going to take care of all these things. You'll see it. There's no one to thank. There's no prayer. People that pray, they don't understand that they're hurting themselves. Number one, none of us are any better than each other or anyone else, and no one is any better than any of us are. Period. All of creation is equal. You can leave it at this moment. Just say all life in creation is equal, because it is, but it actually extends further than that. ETs, as soon as I'm out of the body, that's when the ETs come in. I was talking with my buddy Alex last night. Dan and I were talking, and part of Lilly started doing some silly stuff, and then Alex just turned the light on, this overhead light on that I keep off. It just came in, turned it on, and and started really, getting concerned. Alex doesn't freak out. Okay, he's an incredible person. He's a ET hybrid. He's a very good friend of mine. We met in person. I can't remember if it was 2014, a long time ago, and. We communicate just, whatever, at will. But he said that Lilly had just done something that set the schedule back 2 weeks. And I'm like, man. So anyway, I'm dealing with the Lilly issue. And I've already put most of her back to sleep, stored her somewhere else. But everything's still going to happen. I just have to take a different way out of here. I'm not trying to beat up Lilly. I've always loved Lilly. She is my other half. There's part of her that was waiting here for me. As far as I'm concerned, she's my new Lilly. There's a lot of wonderful people out here that are getting stronger and stronger all the time. Folks, I will be out of here very soon. I will not see the first minute of the year 2021. Period. I waited a long time and worked extremely hard and had help to access Lilly and free her. And then that just was a dud. Kind of blew up in my face. You'll see. Things are going to happen, like I said. I think I can control myself when I get out of here properly, but it might get really explosive. You're only going to be in these bodies so long. I said 2,000 years, and I'm taking all the bodies. They'll be leaving, over time. I believe I'll be accelerating that schedule. And you'll see all the animals leaving, the bodies showing up dead all the time. I mean, just you'll know as soon as I'm out of here. Deanna will post it on the website. So there's thousands of you that have been listening to me for years that I've made much stronger. And you can see a lot of this for yourself. I know a lot of you have tried to get a hold of me, and I can't name names, but I hear you. And I just can't get a hold of you and contact you and stuff all the time. I'm stuck in this chair. I live in there. I don't make it downstairs, I don't think, twice a week. So, anyway, that's the way the other side's always been. Why do you think everything bad happened on 911, on 1-1? Things with 1-1. It stood, the 11 stood for, one stands for the first being female, the other one stands for the first being male. They're dead, everything's changing. I am your oldest brother. And Lilly, the main part of Lilly, with the other pieces that are part of her, actually, not the offspring that Lilly and I have created together, but Lilly herself, the actual primary Lilly. She's always been, well, she's your oldest sister, but the part that's so awesome, the best part of her, that is out, but not strong enough to get me out of here, she will become the new alpha female. And she's as loving as anybody could ever be. She has abilities that would blow your mind. She can go to a planet, put her energy in everyone on the planet, and bring everything calm. The whole planet could be a war, and just bring everything to peace in 20 seconds. So this part of her is not strong enough yet. I've got to take the other energy and give it to her. But a lot of people, even though I do this through a body, you've seen what I've done. All the stuff I've killed, the original first angels. They have always called me the destroyer on the other side, the second dimension, the one right above us. I never liked that, but now I understand it after all these years of fighting. Anyway, all the information for anything you need other than my past videos this year are in the 3 books I wrote, and then the rune cards that I created, Jara's Runes of Awakening. One of my legal names is J. Arae Essex. It's a legal alias. I own property in that name. Or I should say did. So, everything that I owned is gone now, but that's okay. It's where it needs to be. And with ETs coming, you'll understand, you'll find out when it's important. If it's important, someone will speak up on my behalf on what I was. That doesn't matter. All that matters is I finally dump this body, get out, and take care of everyone and everything. I don't matter. It's all of you that matter. My job is to serve and protect, and I had to keep having one life after the other because of all the problems on the other side. Well, I finally got strong enough while I was in a body to destroy the original first being and all the others. So now I just got to get out of here. I've already done everything else, and everything will start falling in place. And the ETs are just waiting to come in here. You'll see them everywhere. So that's the way the other side always thought. You know, you make it, you make a big grand entrance at the last moment, acting as if you care about anyone to do anything, and no, that's not showing you care. That's not being your quote little hero. That's being a total zero, and that's what the original first being male and female were. We all come from it, but we are not it. The original first being, when the first thing it did is split itself into male and female, as I mentioned earlier, they immediately decided that they were going to make more, take parts of their own energy, create more people so they'd never be alone again. And the next thing you know, they're literally creating prayer machines. So that's all they cared about. They didn't care about you, because I press it all the time. I've almost always been in a body. It's like go in one body, come out, and you know, a couple of years later, boom, I'm in another one, or I go in another one immediately. That's what it's been for me for 2.8 quadrillion Earth years. But I finally became strong enough from all the abuse, and because they made me so strong, because they made me to protect them, that we finally got to this point. So now creation changes. The first communists there ever were was both halves of the original first being male and female. When you're on the other side, you literally, when they went by you as energy fields, you literally put out the energy frequencies of bowing, or they'd come right at you and start hammering on you. They were never strong enough to destroy you. They were never strong enough to destroy energy. The only one who ever was, other than myself, was Arae, the thing I came from. But that's because every time in a body, when I was growing, he'd steal my energy. Not all of it, but he'd steal what he could. And I've got all that back now. Anyway, that's a lot of information, and it's, to someone who's not aware, it's very confusing, and I should apologize for not being able to do a better job of offering all this information in a more palatable manner, whatever, in a way that you can digest it mentally. But all I can do is all I can do when I'm doing all I can. So this dead, diseased body will be gone soon. Heart disease and lung disease, and in 20 different flavors. It's amazing. So that's why you have communism. The original, first being male and female, cared as much for you, even less for you, than the Chinese CCP feel about the Chinese people. There's a part of me inside Trump. That's the Trump spirit inside. It's literally a part of me. Ronald Reagan, part of me was inside him. JFK, part of me was inside him. And I was George Washington. I have a big investment in all creation, but especially this country on this planet. This is the last life I'll ever have. No one's taken this. No one's taken this planet. No one's taken this country. So you'll find out when I get out of here, and it's only a couple of weeks, I guess, away now. It'll be in the month of December. You'll see what happens. I serve and protect, but when something is attacking and being abusive to something else, it no longer has any of my protection whatsoever. I literally go after it, just like a dead magnet. Boom. Like a dead-on magnet. So, I know I said this a few videos before, but no more talk and just doing. But for those of you that do want one of these spheres, and this last one we put out, I can't put any more energy into any stone or whatever than that, and it reaches out like 88-foot radius from where it is. If you're in a house where there's someone that I don't like their energy, my energy will go around them. It won't go in them. When I crank up, before I don't even know who it is, Deanna makes the sphere, and then I go ahead and crank it up. I can tell you how far it goes in what direction, how far it reaches out. So, because 88 foot is pretty far, and if there's someone that is negative or whatever, it'll go right around them. They might not be too happy with it, with the sphere in the house. People don't like that kind of energy when they're negative. Someone's 27% lower frequencies, and especially more, they're not happy around the sphere's energy. Well, love you folks. That's what's going on, and that's what's going to happen now. So I was going to make this 2 videos. We just made a 1. Hang in there the best you can, and everything's about to change. There's no way I'm going to let anything else happen. I'm no more important or any better than anyone else, but I am different. I was made different to do something different. But I choose my own format, not the one that was given to me. And I really enjoy serving and protecting. You'll see. You'll watch it. And don't you ever bow down to anyone. Because as soon as you do that, you're telling them that you accept the fact that they're better than you, that they're worth more, and no one is. Love you all. Take care.